Good evening, my fellow Exorcists, and welcome to the lair of the film Exorcist, and to what's looking like the worst year so far. And I think this will be my main quote of the year, so you're gonna be hearing it during every episode, so get used to it. Tonight, we will be taking a look at WandaVision Episode 2, Don't Touch That Dial. In an effort to fit in, Wanda and Vision perform a magic act in their community talent show. Now before we move on to my opinion, I'd like to just announce that this video is sponsored by Animal. So go buy yourself some amazing low-priced anime merch, including cute figurines to brighten up your collection, and every time you use the code FILM, you'll get 5% off your purchases. So go get those good purchases and hang them up on your wall or on your shelf. And don't forget the proceeds go to us and to Animal to get more stuff and more content on this channel. Now, like the first episode, I wasn't too familiar with this show's era, except for shows like Gilligan's Island, The Munsters, that terrible Batman series. Yes, Wolf, I'm looking at you. I'm really getting tired of you telling me that I have to watch this series. I don't like it. I don't like the look of it. I've heard so many stupid things about it, and I've watched one episode and got bored. So, leave me alone. I like the good Batman shows, not the crappy, goofy ones. And all the great cartoons of the 60s like Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, and the Flintstones. But despite this, I really enjoyed the comedy of this era, like the great little diagram of Vision's mechanics getting gummed up, to the use of the Red Scare as a joke. And I love how this series continues to use black and white for this episode to show the era they're in, at least until the end where they move into color, which seems to be a metaphor for the 60s transition to colorized TV. I also love how they show Wanda and Vision sleeping in separate beds like a lot of newlyweds would do during the 60s. We also get our first connection to the outside world on this series with the toy plane and the beekeeper. Oh, and there is the adorable opening credits that take inspiration from Bewitched. Also, the episode does also take a look at how a lot of magic tricks are mostly fake, usually using clever mechanics. Especially the card trick, which sadly does not work in this show. We also established how creepy Agnes can be, appearing out of nowhere most of the time. I mean, yeah, I get it, she's supposed to be the Kimmy Gibbler of this series, but where the hell did she come from every time? Oh, and this is the first appearance of adult Monica Rambeau, or as she's called in this world, Geraldine. Yeah, that's her name. Okay. And from the start, you can definitely see that she doesn't belong, and the second glitch of the series with the radio acting up, which was a nice touch, especially using the song Help Me Rhonda by the Beach Boys, because when I heard it, I actually thought it was Vision asking for help with the gum through the radio wave, but I guess I was wrong. Oh well, unless I'm not. Which I'd gladly hear it from any of the other content creators on this show that maybe I'm right and he was asking for help through the radio. Hint, hint. Oh, and finally, I just want to say that Paul Bettany is hilarious, and as an actor, and now I really want to see him in a comedy movie. I mean, we've seen him in most of the Avengers, including this and Infinity War and the Age of Ultron, but oh yeah, and so Captain America Civil War, but I haven't really seen him in any comedies. I mean, the only other thing I remember him in was Solo, a Star Wars story, but I wouldn't really call that a comedy. It's a good movie. It's a good Star Wars movie, but not a comedy. So let's make it happen. Let's see Paul Bettany and his British humor in a comedy. So yeah, I don't think I've really found anything I don't like about this series yet, so I'm giving this episode another 10 out of 10, and I can't wait for the next episode where we move into the 1970s. the year of horror and adventure movies. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to click the little notification bell for more videos, and we'll see you real soon, guys.